Ladies and gentlemen, Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions welcomes you to yet another season of India Insight. Envisioned by Mrs. Prema Rajagopal, the founder of this institution, way back in 2004, the objective ever since has been to enhance the knowledge of India and appreciate the diverse culture of this nation. As our young children take part from various corners of the world, over the last couple of years in the digital avatar, this contest has reached over 20,000 students across 10 countries. We at the Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions truly appreciate and acknowledge the support and patronage given to us by all the participating schools, their teachers and managements. Before we begin, it is our pleasure and privilege to invite a leader in school education, a person who's a strong advocate of co-scholastic learning. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dean Academics at Vidyaniketan, Miss Sumitra Raghavan.
Good morning, young participants of the India Insight debate, quiz and drawing competitions. The dream of our founder, Srimati Prema Rajagopal, has not only materialized but is growing stronger in numbers each passing year. Children of today have information available to them at the click of a button. But India Insight is one set of competitions where they develop curiosity about the historical, cultural, and current facts on India. From the host institution, Vidyaniketan Public School, let me wish all you participants all the best as you move from the prelims to the grand finale. A big thank you to all the teachers who've stood by their students as they prepared for these competitions, and to their heads of institutions, not only from India, but 9 other countries as well, making India Insight a truly global set of competitions. All the best and thank you.
A big hello and a warm welcome to each one of you to this wonderful program. It's time for us to introduce to you your host for the program today. She is Asia's only professional quiz host, having hosted quizzes in several countries across this region. She has to her credit over 500 shows over the last couple of years, the notable ones being Tata Crucible, TCS Inquisitive, TCS Intelligim, the Union Bank Quiz, the Canara Bank Quiz, just to name a few. She is an alumnus of NITK Surathkal and was selected as 40 under 40 by Business World as people to reckon with from our country. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for you to welcome your host, Miss Rashmi Furtado.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world finale of India Insight Quiz 2023 for the junior category. We have completed all the quarterfinals, all the semifinals, and today with me are 4 students who have gone through all of those grueling rounds and reached this world finale. But before I introduce them to you, let me tell you a little bit more about India Insight. India Insight was created by Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions. It initially began as a quiz, but today has grown into a property which is a combination of debate, drawing, and a quiz. This quiz was started in 2004 by the visionary educator and the founder principal of Vidyaniketan Group of Vidyaniketan Public School, Mrs. Prema Rajagopal. It was her passion that she wanted the spirit of India to be ignited among the students of our country, among the children of our country. She wanted them to know more about India and understand the culture of our country. And all of her passion and her intentions have led to the creation of this beautiful property for school children called India Insight. Today, this is the only quiz that is conducted internationally by a school on a digital platform. And we have had participation from over 10 countries in this quiz. For now, I will introduce all of our contestants here today to you, and then we will get into the big world finale. Our first contestant joining us all the way from Oman, representing Indian School Salala, is Zaina Fatima. Following Zaina is Anumegha Datta from Thakur Public School, Mumbai. Representing the DBMS English School, Jamshedpur, is Rishit. Representing Cambridge Court High School, Jaipur, is Darya. I insist that you go back and watch their journey on how they have reached this world finale here today. It's very humbling to see how good they are. Sort of makes you want to look back into how much you know about your own country. So do go back and take a look at their journey. Believe me, you are going to be flabbergasted by their performance. For now, let's get into this world finale. The first round of this quiz, India at a glance. Here we go. They have quizzed with me. They know the rules of this quiz, so we'll not get into that. In this round, finalists, you will have 5 questions and you will have images coming up on your screen, and I will have corresponding questions for the images. Plus 50, minus 50, your scoring pattern. Keep that in mind. You are now fighting for the world championship of this quiz. Remember that. All right. The first question of this quiz, of this world finale, coming up on your screen now. Where would you find this structure? Go ahead, Zaina.
Ma'am, the Sanchi Stupa.
Plus 50. Beautiful answer by Zaina there. She gets a plus 50. This is the gate or the entrance of Sanchi Stupa, giving Zaina her plus 50. All right, let's move on to question number 2, coming up on your screen. Now, identify the title of this iconic work. Go ahead, Rishit.
The Vedas by Raja Ravi Verma.
Minus 50. Minus 50. You should have heard me out, Rishit. The entire question, ladies and gentlemen. Identify the title of this iconic work painted by Abanindranath Tagore in 1905. The answer is Bharat Mata. Bharat Mata. Abanindranath Tagore, of course, is also known for creation of Indian Society of Oriental Art. He also founded the prestigious Bengali School of Art. And most of us would know that he's also the nephew of Rabindranath Tagore. All right, Rishit getting a minus 50. He's a good quizzer though. So he knows his tactics on how to get back into the positives. So I don't think this will bog him down at all. He's a very good quizzer. Let's move on to the third question. Coming up on your screen now. Identify the world's first amputee. Rishit, go ahead.
Arunima Sinha.
Plus 50. Like I said earlier, he knows how to get back into the positives. He proved me right. Arunima Sinha, giving him the plus 50. She is the world's first female amputee to scale the Mount Everest, giving Rishit his plus 50. All right, let's move on to the next question coming up on your screen. Question number 4 now. Identify the music. Zaina, go ahead.
Ma'am, his use Srinivas and he plays mandolin.
Plus 50. Plus 50, absolutely right. You, Srinivas, playing the mandolin is a great, he's a classical Indian music is what he plays, and he's also a Padma Shri awardee, sometimes known as Mozart of classical Indian music. Plus 50 to Zaina. Wonderful, she's on 100 points already. The last question of this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. Identify the Indian government agency. Zaina, go ahead.
Archaeological Survey of India.
My question, ladies and gentlemen, identify the Indian government agency that is responsible for preservation of cultural historical monuments in our country. Archaeological Survey of India. Plus 50 to Zaina. She's absolutely right. They also do archaeological research, but I could not give the word archaeological because that would be a part of the answer. She got it right even before I gave the clues. Plus 50 to Zaina. All right. We have completed the first round of this quiz. Let me tell you where all of them stand before we move into the next round. All right. Rishit was on a minus 50, but then he gained another plus 50. So he's back on nil. Good place to be in a world finale, believe me. Zaina is doing well. She's on 150 points and she's given some very good quality answers. Let's see what happens. Let's move on to the second round of this quiz. Incredible India. Here we go. All right. As the title of this round suggests, you're going to know how incredible India is when you get into the questions of this round. You may have multiple images or you may have single image, but all of them will get you into one final answer. Okay? Not all the questions have multiple images. Keep that in your mind. There are certain questions which do not have multiple images, but I do have corresponding questions. So it's your choice on when you choose to press the buzzer. All right. The first question of this round coming up on your screen now. What is the connection to this picture and the church? There are two pictures there. Oh, Zaina, go ahead.
Ma'am, this is Tumba. The Tumba, like it was where India's first rocket was launched. So this church was actually geographically the right place to send the rocket. So that's why they chose this church as the place.
Do you identify the person in the picture?
That's APJ Abdul Kalam, of course.
Plus 50. Beautiful answer by Zaina. Very good answer. I can see Daria wanted to press the buzzer, but Zaina was a little too quick for him. Very good answer there. This is the St. Mary's Church, which served as the first location for ISRO. And like she said, that is young Dr. Abdul Kalam at work, preparing for the launch. Absolutely right. Zaina getting plus 50. High quality answer by her there. All right, let's move on to question number 2 coming up on your screen. Now, identify the institution of learning. Rishit, go ahead.
Banaras Hindu University.
Plus 50 to you. Very good, Rishit. Can you decipher the images for me? You still get your plus 50.
The second one is the logo of Banaras Hindu University. The first one is Madan Mohan Malviya, the co-founder of Banaras Hindu University, and I don't know about the third picture.
All right. You're right about the first two. He is the Nizam of Hyderabad who donated 1 lakh rupees for the creation of this great institute. Very good answer by Rishit. All right. Good quality answer there as well. Let's move on to the next one. As quizmasters, we often get very excited when we see children or quizzers giving good answers. Just makes us feel happy about what we do. And both of them did just that. Let's move on to the next question. Question number 3 coming up on your screen. Now, this is a Google tribute to whom? Daria, go ahead.
Ma'am, this is Shakuntala Devi.
Plus 50. Plus 50. Absolutely right. Craftily done on a calculator, a tribute to Shakuntala Devi. Plus 50 to Daria. All right. The fourth question of this round. Here we go. What does this stamp celebrate? Zaina, go ahead.
Ma'am, Dakshin Gangotri, India's first expedition to Antarctica.
The first scientific base that India has in Antarctica, Dakshin Gangotri, plus 50. Very good answer by Zaina there. She is doing very well. I have one more question in this round and then I'll tell you the scores. The last one of this round. Coming up on your screen. Here we go. Who are these two officers with the then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi? Go ahead, Zaina.
Ma'am, that is Rakesh Sharma, the first Indian to go to space, and the other person has to be Ravish Malhotra, his substitute. He didn't go to space with Indira Gandhi.
Wonderful answer by Zaina. Plus 50. I wish I could give you 100 points, but plus 50 is all I can award. Plus 50 to you. She's absolutely right. Ravish Malhotra was the second one to be chosen to go to space, but eventually he ended up becoming the backup for Rakesh Sharma. Absolutely right. Ravish Malhotra and Rakesh Sharma giving Zaina a plus 50. All right. So we have reached the midway mark of this world finale of India Inside Quiz. Let me tell you where all of them stand before we move into the third round. All right. Rishit and Darya both on 50 points. Anumega yet to score. Zaina is on a whopping 300 points. Consistent performance by her. 2 more rounds to go. I will not comment right now, but let's get into the next round. India in a word. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the world finale of India Inside Quiz for the junior category, brought to you by the Vidyaniketan group of institutions. Beautiful property, a beautiful event created for students of our country. And I told you where all of them stood as far as the score is concerned just before we moved into this round. So let me move into the third round. Like the title of the round suggests, India in a word. You will have images and you will have blocks representing the number of letters in the answer. You'll of course have corresponding questions from me. You take a call on when you want to press the buzzer. The strategy is yours. Good luck to all of you. The scoring pattern is absolutely the same. 5 questions in this round as well. The first one coming up on your screen now. Identify the traditional Sanskrit theatre art form. Go ahead, Rishit.
Kathakali.
Let me complete the question. Identify the traditional Sanskrit theatre art form performed in the state of Kerala, which is the only surviving specimen of the ancient Sanskrit theatre. While all of it suggests that it is Kathakali, Kathakali does not fit into the number of boxes, Rishit. Minus 50. Minus 50. I know the attire, Kerala, all of it fits for Kathakali, but the right answer is Kudiyatam. That is Kodiyatam. Kudiyatam is what I was looking for. I thought Sanskrit theatre would have been a huge clue. That too, only surviving specimen of Sanskrit theatre, I thought would have been a huge clue. But this is the world finale. This is how you play the world finale. I understand why he's playing the game the way he's doing it. Let's move on to the next question. Coming up, here we go. Identify the high mountain pass named after the local word for pile of corpses. That is CORPSES. Pile of corpses. This is the world finale. It is not easy. It cannot be easy. Anumeka, go ahead. She's giving it a shot.
Rohtang Pass.
She's asking me Rohtang Pass with a lot of doubt in her answer there. Plus 50. Absolutely right. Rohtang Pass is absolutely right. Even if you did not know pile of corpses, I thought you could fit Rohtang Pass into the number of boxes and could have taken a guess. I think that's what she did. Plus 50 to Anumekha. All right. Let us move on to the next question coming up on your screen. Here we go. Identify the sport in which Wilson Jones became the first Indian to be a world champion in any sport. Go ahead, Anumekha.
Billiards.
Plus 50. Absolutely right. Billiards is what I was looking for. She gets another plus 50. Moving on to question number 4 of this round coming up on your screen. Now, identify the state capital in which the Zaina. Go ahead.
Agartala.
Do you know what that structure is, Zaina?
Ujjandaya Palace in Tripura.
plus 50. Beautiful answer by Zaina. I think in that moment when she pressed the buzzer, she couldn't recall the answer. She took a second to recall the answer, but she did it. Agartala is absolutely right. This is the Ujjayanta Palace, home of the ruling Manukya dynasty until 1949. And Agartala is what I was looking for, capital of Tripura, like she mentioned. Plus 50 to you. All right. The last question of this round coming up on your screen. Here we go. What was this unique stamp made from? Zaina, go ahead.
It was made of khadi.
Plus 50 to you. Absolutely right. Another plus 50 to Zaina. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have completed 3 rounds of this quiz. Let me tell you where all of them stand. Well, Rishit is yet to score. He's going back and forth with positives and negatives. Daria is on 50 points. Anumegha on 100 points. Zaina on 400 points. Very, very consistent game by her here today. Very well prepared. You can figure that out with her stance and the way she's playing the game. 400 points to Zaina. Let's now move into the last round of this quiz. India Inspired. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the last round of the India Inside Quiz, the world finale from the junior category, brought to you by Vidyaniketan Group of Institutions. Before we get into this, let me tell you what our winners are going to get or how many places we have in this world finale. We have one world champion and the rest of them will all be joint runners-up. The world champion gets a cash prize of rupees 20,000 and all the joint runners-up get a cash prize of rupees 10,000 each. So nobody goes back empty-handed. All of them go back with a prize. They have put in a lot of effort to reach the world finale, but to win that 20,000 takes a lot of effort. You saw the kind of questions I have for them here today. Not very easy to crack. You have to be extremely prepared. So now we move into the last leg, which is India Inspired. 5 questions is what I have for you. Nothing appearing on your screen. You have to listen to what I have to say carefully. 5 questions, okay? Good luck to all of you. The first question of this round, here we go. According to Hindu mythology, which river is the daughter of the sun god Surya and the sister of Yama? Zaina, go ahead.
Yamuna.
Plus 50. Beautiful answer by Zaina Fatima there. Yamuna giving her a plus 50. Let's move on to second question of this round. Here we go. Who is the first Indian woman to win a medal at the Olympics in 2000? Zaina, go ahead.
Karna Malleshwari in weightlifting. She won bronze.
Plus 50. Absolutely right. Plus 50. Karna Malleshwari is what I was looking for. Zaina getting another plus 50 on that. The third question of this round. Who was the first chairman of the Planning Commission? India has a planning commission. Go ahead, Anumegha.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Jawaharlal Nehru, the first Prime Minister. Absolutely right. Plus 50 to you. Last 2 questions of this world finale, ladies and gentlemen. The penultimate one. Here we go. Which Indian state was liberated on December 19th, 1961? Anumegha, go ahead.
Goa.
After roughly 450 years of foreign rule, Goa is absolutely right. Anumegha getting a plus 50. The last question of this quiz, ladies and gentlemen, I really want to tell at this point in time that all of them have played very, very well all through the prelim, quarterfinals and semifinals to reach this world finale. It's not easy. They have their regular schooling to go to and regular routine to attend to, a lot of exams, everything that's going on in their life. And they have prepared well to reach this world finale. That in itself is a huge achievement, but then to win a world finale, you need to put in that kind of an effort. That's absolutely required. So from wherever you are watching this world finale, please applaud all of them. I think they've done a wonderful job reaching this world finale. For now, let's get into the last question of the India Inside Quiz World Finale for the junior category. Here we go. In 1998, who conceived and led the global march against child labor? Saina, go ahead.
Kailash Satyarthi. He won Nobel Peace Prize in 2014.
Rest of my question was basically telling that it was an 80,000 long march across 103 countries. Kailash Satyarthi giving Zaina her plus 50. Wonderful performance there by Zaina Fatima coming from Indian school Salala in Oman. With 550 points, Zaina wins the World Championship of India Inside Quiz for the junior category. Extremely good performance by her. She has not only been consistent in the world finale, she has been consistent with her performance all through the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and now the world finale. So honestly, while I expected all four of them to win, if I would probably do that. But Zaina has given an exemplary performance put up by her in this World Championship. Congratulations to you, Zaina. I think you were very, very good. You certainly make me proud. I know I'm sort of claiming to your achievement, but you certainly made me proud. And I'm sure your school and your family would be very happy with your performance as well. You want to say something, Zaina?
And actually, ma'am, but then I would thank the organizers for giving us an opportunity to take part in this. Just that.
All right, great. I'm sure with the Vidyaniketan group of institutions will be very happy with the kind of caliber all of you have, everyone who has taken part in India Inside. We, of course, have Anumekha from the Thakur Public School, Mumbai, who is now on 200 points. Daria from Cambridge Court High School, Jaipur on 50 points, and Rishit from DBMS English School, Jamshedpur, is now on nil. But believe me, ladies and gentlemen, all of them are very good quizzers. I have quizzed with each one of them multiple times across the past 3-4 years, and I have seen how good they are. Sometimes it's your day, sometimes it's not your day. It happens in a sport, but all of them are wonderful quizzers. At the end of the day, I think as long as you're happy with the way you have performed in an entire event, that's all that matters. Everything is a learning experience. So I hope all four of you go back with huge learning and come back better prepared next time. And I promise you, I'll have better questions for you next time as well. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining and watching this world finale of India Inside Quiz for the junior category. The entire event of India Inside brought to you by the Vidyaniketan group of institutions, wonderful property created by them to uphold the culture and create awareness among the children of our country about India. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Don't go anywhere. We still have the senior world finale coming up. So stay back and watch the senior world finale. Trust me, it is going to be equally entertaining as this junior finale was. So we will see you in the senior finale. All of you, take care.